Imagine waking up one day and finding that the weather around you no longer feels normal. Summers become hotter, rain comes at the wrong time, floods destroy homes, droughts ruin crops, wildfires spread faster than ever. This is not a movie. This is climate change. Climate change is one of the biggest global issues facing the world today. It affects every country, every community, and every person. Even if people live far away from oceans, forests, or ice caps, climate change still affects their food, water, health, and daily life. Scientists have been warning about climate change for many years. Today, we are already seeing its effects all around the world. In this video, we will explore what climate change really is, what causes it, how it affects the planet, and why solving it is one of the greatest challenges of our time. What is climate change? Climate change means long-term changes in the Earth's temperature and weather patterns. The Earth's climate has naturally changed many times over millions of years. However, the climate changes happening today are different. They are happening much faster, and they are mostly caused by human activities. The Earth has a natural layer of gases around it called the atmosphere. Some gases in the atmosphere trap heat from the sun. These gases are called greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Without these gases, Earth would be too cold for humans, animals, and plants to survive. But when too many greenhouse gases build up in the atmosphere, they trap too much heat. This causes the planet to warm up. This process is known as global warming. Global warming is one of the main parts of climate change. What causes climate change? The biggest cause of climate change is the burning of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels include coal, oil, and natural gas. People burn these fuels to power cars, factories, airplanes, electricity, and industries. When fossil fuels burn, they release large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Another major cause is deforestation. Forests help absorb carbon dioxide from the air. Trees act like natural air cleaners. But millions of trees are cut down every year for farming, roads, factories, and cities. When forests disappear, there are fewer trees to absorb carbon dioxide. At the same time, the carbon stored inside trees is released back into the atmosphere. Agriculture also contributes to climate change. Large numbers of cows and other livestock produce methane gas. Methane is much stronger than carbon dioxide at trapping heat. Chemical fertilizers used in farming can release nitrous oxide, another powerful greenhouse gas. Factories and industries also release pollution into the atmosphere. Many products people use every day require energy and resources to produce. This includes clothes, electronics, plastic products, and food packaging. The more people consume, the more pollution is created. Rising temperatures around the world. One of the clearest signs of climate change is rising global temperatures. The Earth is becoming warmer every year. The last decade has included some of the hottest years ever recorded. Heat waves are becoming more common in many countries. Some places now experience temperatures so high that people struggle to work, travel, or even stay outside safely. Hot weather can be dangerous for children, older people, and people with health problems. Extreme heat can cause dehydration, heat stroke, and even death. In some countries, schools have closed because classrooms became too hot. Roads can melt. Electricity systems can fail. People need more air conditioning, which uses more electricity and can create even more pollution if that electricity comes from fossil fuels. Melting ice and rising sea levels. One of the most serious effects of climate change is the melting of glaciers and polar ice. Large ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica are shrinking. Mountain glaciers are also melting faster than before. As ice melts, it adds more water to the oceans. This causes sea levels to rise. Rising sea levels threaten cities and towns near the coast. Many people around the world live in coastal areas. If sea levels continue to rise, homes, roads, schools, and businesses could be flooded. Some small islands may even disappear completely in the future. Salt water can also enter rivers and farmland. This makes it harder to grow crops and find clean drinking water. Countries like Bangladesh, the Maldives, and parts of Pakistan are especially vulnerable to flooding caused by rising sea levels. Stronger storms and floods. Climate change is making storms more powerful. Warmer ocean temperatures give storms more energy. As a result, hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons can become stronger and more destructive. Heavy rainfall can also lead to dangerous flooding. Floods destroy homes, roads, bridges, and crops. They can force thousands or even millions of people to leave their homes. Floodwater can spread disease and contaminate drinking water. Many countries have already experienced record-breaking floods. Pakistan experienced devastating floods in 2022 that affected millions of people. Entire villages were underwater. Roads were destroyed. Families lost homes, animals, crops, and income. These disasters show how climate change can affect ordinary people in very serious ways. Droughts and water shortages. While some places face floods, other places suffer from drought. A drought happens when there is very little rainfall for a long period of time. Climate change is making droughts more frequent and more severe. Water shortages can affect farming, drinking water, and electricity production. Many power plants need water to operate. Farmers depend on rain to grow crops. Without enough water, crops can fail. Animals can die. Food prices can rise. People may have to travel long distances just to find clean water. In some parts of the world, climate change could even increase conflicts over water resources. Wildfires becoming more common. Hotter temperatures and dry conditions make wildfires more likely. Wildfires can spread quickly and destroy forests, homes, and wildlife. Some fires burn for weeks or even months. Countries like Australia, the United States, Canada, and Greece have all experienced massive wildfires in recent years. Wildfires release huge amounts of smoke and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This makes air pollution worse. Smoke from wildfires can travel long distances and affect people living far away. Breathing smoky air can be dangerous, especially for people with asthma or other breathing problems. Wildfires also destroy habitats for animals. Many animals die or lose their homes when forests burn. Animals and nature. Climate change is not only a problem for humans, it also affects animals, plants, and entire ecosystems. Many species are struggling to survive because their environments are changing too quickly. Polar bears depend on sea ice to hunt. As the ice melts, they have less space to live and find food. Coral reefs are also suffering. Warmer ocean temperatures can cause coral bleaching. This happens when corals lose the tiny organisms that help them survive. Coral reefs are important because they provide homes for many fish and marine animals. Climate change can also change migration patterns. Some birds, insects, and fish are moving to different areas because temperatures are changing. But not all species can adapt quickly enough. Some animals may become extinct. Human health. Climate change can have serious effects on human health. Hot weather can increase the risk of heat stroke and dehydration. Air pollution can make breathing problems worse. Floods can spread diseases through dirty water. Mosquitoes that carry diseases may spread into new areas as temperatures rise. Food shortages caused by droughts and crop failures can lead to hunger and malnutrition. Mental health can also be affected. People who lose homes, farms, or loved ones during climate disasters may experience stress, fear, and sadness. Children are especially vulnerable because they depend on adults for protection and support. Economics. Climate change also affects the economy. Natural disasters can cost billions of dollars. Governments may need to rebuild roads, schools, hospitals, and homes after floods, storms, or fires. Farmers can lose money when crops fail. Fishermen may catch fewer fish. Tourism can be damaged if beaches disappear, forests burn, or weather becomes too dangerous.
Poor countries often get hit the hardest. They may not have enough money or resources to protect themselves from climate disasters. This can make poverty even worse. Important global climate-related issues. Climate change is connected to many other global problems. One major example is the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic showed how quickly a global crisis can affect health systems, economies, schools, travel, and everyday life. Hospitals in many countries became overcrowded, medical supplies shorted, millions of people lost jobs. The world learned that countries must be prepared for major global emergencies. Climate change can create similar challenges. Heat waves, floods, disease outbreaks, and food shortages can put pressure on hospitals and governments.
Another important effort to fight climate change is the Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement is an international deal where countries promise to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The goal is to slow global warming and prevent temperatures from rising too much. Many countries agreed to work together because climate change affects everyone. The United Nations also plays an important role. The United Nations supports climate programs, international meetings, and global cooperation. It helps countries discuss solutions and share ideas. Another important organization is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, also known as the IPCC. The IPCC is made up of scientists from around the world. These scientists study climate change and publish reports. Their research helps governments understand the dangers of climate change and make better decisions. What are countries doing about climate change? Many countries are trying to reduce climate change. One important agreement is the Paris Agreement. Countries that joined this agreement promised to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Many governments are investing in renewable energy. Renewable energy includes solar power, wind power, and hydroelectric power. These energy sources create much less pollution than fossil fuels. Some countries are building electric cars, planting more trees, and creating laws to reduce pollution. Scientists are also developing new technologies to help reduce carbon emissions. However, progress is still slow. Many countries continue to depend heavily on coal, oil, and gas. Climate change is a global problem, which means countries need to work together. What can ordinary people do? Many people think climate change is too big for one person to solve. But small actions can still make a difference. People can save electricity by turning off lights and appliances when they are not needed. They can use public transport, bicycles, or walk instead of driving whenever possible. Planting trees can help absorb carbon dioxide. Reducing waste and recycling can also help. People can avoid wasting food and use reusable bags, bottles, and containers. Learning about climate change is also important. The more people understand the problem, the more likely they are to support solutions. Young people around the world are already speaking up about climate change. They are organizing campaigns, protests, and awareness programs. Climate change is one of the most important issues of our time. It affects the weather, the oceans, animals, food, water, health, and the economy. The signs of climate change are already visible around the world. Heat waves are becoming more dangerous. Floods are becoming more destructive. Wildfires are spreading faster. Ice is melting. Sea levels are rising. The choices people make today will shape the future of the planet. If countries, companies, and individuals work together, it is still possible to slow climate change and protect the Earth. The future depends on the actions we take now. Climate change is not just a problem for scientists or governments. It's a problem for everyone,
and solving it will require everyone to be part of the solution.
If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next video. Let us know in the comments what topic you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.